Hey folks, we're going to do some layout work here on a time I have off right now, so give me a second here to make sure my signal's coming through, and then we'll push some text around for a couple hours. Hold on real quick. Push some text around for a couple hours. Yeah, it sounds like that's coming through just fine. You know, I am not really publishing this much else outside my own sphere of influence, so if you follow me on Twitter, you just got a live notification that I'm live. I don't always post everywhere that I'm doing stuff, but here I am. So I create RPG supplements. They're PDFs. I publish them on the DMsGuild. I focus on 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons right now. There's a slew of links in the description down below that show you other work that I've done previously. If you click on any of that stuff, it'll lead you into a product page. There'll be a link underneath the cover image that says free preview, full free preview. And if you're on a mobile phone, there'll be an eye icon on the right-hand side. So if you click the eye or the link down below, either way, it'll open a PDF. You can read the entire thing, cover to cover, 100% free preview. It's probably about 150 different illustrations across the different things that I have linked down there for you guys to look at. So if you're art enthusiasts, check it out. If you're a D&D enthusiast, definitely give them a read. Play a 20-level campaign if you want. Most of it's designed for both player and DM facing, so it's useful content. If it makes you think about anything, or if you ever find yourself coming back to it to look at it again, consider making a purchase to support the team. Other than that, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to let YouTube know that long-form design is something that folks are interested in. So this is a book cover that we created for the Spelljammer Combat Exploration document that we are currently working on. It's a 106-page monster, and it's all about space combat, impossible speeds, scaling distance between targets and high-speed movement, exploring vast reaches of space, the complexities of weird air and gravity rules, thought movement, all that other good stuff. It's all in here, and it's in a lot deeper detail, like what's the cost to maintain a boat at a certain lifestyle per day, that sort of stuff. It's useful stuff. So definitely check it out, and all the artwork that we've been streaming for the past few months has been tokens and interior artwork that's going to get dropped into this book once it's completed. Like you can see all these gaps here for all the creature tokens that we had produced, for instance. Once we're done with this layout section, then we'll be able to start dropping those images directly into the document as, you know, interior art to have that page done. Right now, I'm working on page layouts. So what you do is you design a document, ideas that you think might be fun to use in D&D that don't already exist, or any role-playing game, or just a game, something fun, that mechanics or flavor, lore, ideas that are fun. And I'm going to set a timer here to make sure I stay on track. So I got about, I could stick around for maybe 150 minutes. We'll see if we have a Marvel movie worth of entertainment out of me this afternoon. But so we put out the idea, we build it, it works, so we play test it, it comes back, fun stuff. Let's publish it. So we then go through the process of cleaning up what the language is supposed to be like, what the actual mechanics are, break it down so it's as bulletproof as it can be, considering its new mechanics. We then have an editor chew on it to make sure that the word smart good. And once word smart, editor passes back, I drop it into the layout program of choice, which could be a number of any programs. I choose Word, Microsoft Word. It just actually had an update this week on using the little picture boxes or dialogue boxes. These little things that I can move, I can pick up and move around the page or rearrange if I need to, or do whatever I want with them to get them to where I want them to be, which I use heavily in this documentation process. So I build out all these charts and tables using Excel, and then I drop them into these little portable boxes, and I line them up with like this is a portable box where the table's located at, but the text is just hardwired into the page. So, but in this example, the text is inside of the portable box. so I can rearrange these little clusters of information anywhere I want them to go. See, like this is at the front left-hand corner of a page for the number of planets that we're randomizing here. I don't need to move that, but this planet diameter, I do need to maneuver around. And like this, this fun little orbiting moons piece. This is, see, this is along the left edge here, so I can just leave the text hardwired onto the page, and again have the dialogue box move around. So in this instance, I have a little notation here at the bottom of the chart, rolling the world composition, air quality, and visibility tables below for each when you're figuring out how many moons are orbiting the planet that you're randomly creating, right? Because it's a system randomizer. So we're going through the process of making this thing sit pretty on the page, and it's only about 4 pages worth of random charts, but it's good stuff. So we'll walk through this. We may end up devoting maybe this Saturday stream to doing this stuff. We got 1 page here, we got 1 page here, we got another page here, which I'm pretty happy with, and then we got this 4th page here before we start actually getting into the conversion guide for Lattice Araxis on page 82. So we are 3/4 the way through this document here, and as of tomorrow morning, we're going to be doing color tokens for all the character art that we've been creating for the conversion guide for Lattice Araxis. So we're curving really, really nicely right now. But it's not without its challenges. Layout sucks. It is. You take great ideas. Generally, if you aren't your own editor, and I recommend strongly that you not be, because that you're paying them to see holes in your sentence structure, how you're expressing things, and a good editor will spot logic errors while they're in the process of editing. It's like, hey, this isn't corresponding with something that you had uphill, and it's causing logic clash. What do we need to resolve it? Like that's really strong proofreading and mechanical developing as editing rules. And we had Adam Hancock as our editor, who created Alpha and Orc Had a Baby 1 and 2, as well as Balduran's Guide to Kingdom Building, which was a strong inspiration for the kingdom and guild mechanics that we've been developing here on stream prior to launching the Spelljammer campaign, and who will also, hopefully, assuming that he still has the time, will be our editor for our guild and kingdom warfare mechanics that will work well with the Balduran's Guide that he already published. So if you have that, hopefully we're going to be able to bundle the two things together, be able to give you a really nice discount for having been a part of Adam's wheelhouse for so long. But we're trying to mash our way through these pages here. So we're having a lot of fun here breaking frame. Here's your here's your two column format, right? With a half page, half page, half page, half inch, dividing the gutters and borders. The borders are half inch, and the gutter is a half inch, and this border is a half inch, and it's 3/4 inch, 0.75 inches at the bottom, and half inch at the top. So we have a lot of space to play inside of. We're using generally a 10-point Roboto font, which is pretty close to what Wizards of the Coast uses for their styling guide. Merryweather and Roboto is where almost all of our lifting is coming from, unless we're doing a specialty font. So the two-frame format we adhere to largely, but once we got down into the system stuff, I have these large blank space where I can create neat little planet system pictures and diagrams and like grids. So in this instance here, instead of adhering to the gutter as my guideline for where the two lay out, I instead went with left justification and right justification over here for these two pages, which created a larger central channel here dividing between the two. So I feel like it just has a little bit more open space in general. That'll be a lot of fun for me to drop in some astral sea, some wild space, some ship, some planet orbits around suns, and fun stuff like that while we're going through the random generator, right? Next page, we're looking at the number of planets, their diameter, and orbiting moons, where I can drop a really great grid chart of planetary systems and how moons would be placed in rotation around them on a grid map as just examples for you to see not only how does a random system generator works, but also how just to give you more visual information about how systems can be gridded, can be charted on a square grid map that you can then use to basically void crawl, I guess, for lack of a better word. It's not hex crawling. Square crawling sounds weird. Grid crawling, I guess, is okay, but it's Spelljammer, so void crawling, I think, sounds super cool. So that's what we would refer to that process as. But we don't actually have void crawling in this book per se. It's just picking it up. What I'd like to do is an extension, like a pay what you want, like how to hex crawl or how to void crawl in Spelljammer. But that's that. So this is breaking frame here because there's very little, and it's mostly going to be an art piece page. This is also largely art piece page with, again, more system imagery. And we get down here, we go back to the gutter format, half inch, half inch, half inch, having everything align less justify to the column, to the border, as well as to the gutter here for the second column. And then we get down here. This is where I am currently at, and this is my argument. So I've actually been hacking away at this page for about 2 hours now. Well, I had to get everything dropped into charts and drop everything into their own little boxes so that I can have them float around more easily and be able to push the text. So these are all in their own separate boxes, except for this strip of text here and this strip of text here, which are left justified anyway. And I've pretty much landlocked this table into this space with that text. So I'm not really concerned about that going anywhere. I can calibrate these maps by when I create these boxes, they have a minimum size. See, I can change the border on the box here and it doesn't change the position of the table. So I can actually use these grab markers. These are new tools that are now in Microsoft Word as of this week, but these tools are a little bit different. They're a lot easier to use. They're more maneuverable, a little bit more flexible, a little bit more clear in being able to understand the tools that they use. So I'm really happy, very happy with these changes to Microsoft this week. I can use this little grippy box here to just touch underneath the words, 1 pixel away, basically, right? So that calibrates where I can put all of the different maps throughout the product, or tables throughout the products, by having them line up. That's basically a 3-point font space here. See there, this is eating up that large wedge space. But what happens if we go here and we start messing with the font size, right? There's that font size 3. See, font size 3 fits in that gap there. This is basically a 3-point font gap. So anywhere that I'm fucking around, I can just keep an eye out for 3-point gaps. When I have a gap like that between text and a table, I can just make sure there's a 3-point gap to maintain consistency, because I'm doing this all manually. So it's not like I'm using a super complicated graphics program. It's a Word document. It's a word processor that has image file manipulation, which is all I really need to be able to produce a book like this. So we're breaking frames all over the place with this one. This is actually, this border here actually lines up. No, it doesn't anymore. It doesn't line up with anything. It's its own kind of beast, because if I were to cut this, then I'd end up having like a 2 or 3 word widow down here at the end and unnecessarily expand the size of the chart. And as you can see on this page, we're already crunched for space, like a lot. This itself is already more crowded than I would normally want it, but it doesn't really make sense for me to break it up, because everything about the composition of... How did you get screwed up? Hold on, I need to fix this guy. Everything I want to describe the composition of a planet is pretty much looking like the base composition of it is set up on this page already. What kind of element is it? Any interesting features? The air quality, visibility of the air conditions. That is enough to give you a core of like what is it, its element, and all that other stuff. And then on the next page, we have world temperature based on its distance from the source of fire, as well as the inhabitants that are on that world, and like inhospitable worlds versus just dangerous worlds and stuff like that. So you got some fun stuff on this table, but it's really crowded. So I'm trying to be able to get all of this in, because if I don't finish this all in one space here, I have to eat an entire extra page. And that is going to be, considering the amount of tables, I'm just going to add tables to add tables. I also don't want to, this is as thin of text content that I want on a page. The only reason that this isn't an intimidating space to me is because I know how many system maps is useful to include, and they're relatively easy to produce in comparison to, like, say, a 3/4 page full color illustration. Creating a system map is super easy in comparison to that. So I certainly don't mind putting in the footwork to make it happen. But I don't want it just to be a giant blank page with me just putting maps on it, unless I'm specifically doing that. This is incidental interior art that we're working on right now. So I need to be a little bit more intentional about where my visual elements are going into there, so that I have a decent mix of text versus illustration. So, like, you can see on these creature pages, about half the pages is going to have creature art in them, right? So when we get down to here, we can afford to have a full page with nothing but text on it. But the text itself is visually stimulating because it's breaking up into a number of different shape chunks of different density of fonts and text widths. So it itself kind of helps the eye relax. And then we get into this random system generator stuff, and it's nothing but bicolored charts that are, and then we get here, we got, again, large gaps. So when I'm dropping into this page here, can you tell I'm just kind of thinking my way through this process out loud at you guys? This is us, you know, we're making sausage. So here we are. I'm pretty happy. Yeah, I have to be content with this. I can't really, I don't want to push any of this stuff onto another page, otherwise it loses context. Although I could theoretically have air quality and visibility on the same page as world temperature, and then drop inhabitants maybe on its own page by itself. I could theoretically do that. I don't feel like I want to, though. My main complaint about all this is the irregularity of the widths of the different text blocks. If I could get these all trimmed down to this width, I'm going to open up view. So we're just going to fuck around with it for a while to see if I can, and see if we like the results. So we're creating a grid here so that I can zoom in and see a reference point for where this table is lining up. This is the actual width of the columns. See, if you go up here to the pre-formatted gutter column rows, you can see here that it also breaks along that line there. And it's got that 4-point grid, and you got one over here, and you got one over here as well, except for the margins, so they're not gridded. But we have that consistent gridding pattern in the middle. We have that forced space gap from in the very middle of the page, which is super easy to track. So here, we can come down to here. See, I don't need... oh, well. Messy. I don't need these columns to drive all the way out to here because the text is so thin in portions. Like if I push the text out here to here, then they would have like by 10 would be its own line down here. You know, it'd be ridiculous, which is the problem I've been facing, the amount of text. There's a consistency in the language that we're using throughout the document that only becomes a problem on this page. Like this page specifically is where, not this page. This page, this is the only page in the entire document where this formatting has been a problem at all. So we got to fix it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I put a mile marker on here. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to grab this. and just drop it here for now. That's my line of scrimmage. Oops, wrong line. Just push that over there. That's our line of scrimmage right there. So as long as I can get this, if I can get all of this text inside this margin line here, this page is automatically going to look a hell of a lot better. I can pretty much do whatever I want over on the right-hand side. So that's my challenge, getting that text block over. Within this vertical space that we have available, we're already eating up a lot of the vertical space that's needed. So we don't have a lot of margin. Haha. Now, this should be the point. See, it's clear here, and if I'm right about its spacing, we're dead on point. So that's great. However, now we got to see how can we possibly get this thing to flesh out. So I can take this box here and I can push it down to the edge of the grid line. Like, I'll take it down those 3 lines. Let's see if that helps. So this is a sidebar box that we are currently using to have an aside conversation about inhospitable worlds. I might want to rearrange that text, but right now, what I want to do, I got to pull this box in 3 squares to there. Still lines up, that's good. And I'm eating text, so I have to expand the box now. Oh boy. So what can we do to manipulate the amount of space this stuff needs? Oh boy. See, like I'm already out of budget here. So now I have to figure out a way for me to be able to trick my budget. So up here I can rearrange text. Open up more space. And ain't that a bitch? Got that little hanging remnant right there. See? That's a widow. They call them widows because they're all alone. At the end. At the end of the story is all alone. Thus widow. What a horrible fate. That's helping me keep track of time so I don't lose myself in rage and space. So what I could do instead is like hit here. See, that's more palatable. It's no long. It's at least half the line. That's good volume. And that freed up a little bit of space, so I can pull this up. There. Still trying to figure out how to make this stuff work together. Are you not entertained? Okay, we got some space there. We got some space here. Two squares, two-ish squares, two-ish squares, good to go. R. Hot while fuck. See, like this is my line here, right? No, my line is here, halfway through the cold. And that's the only fucking word left, so that becomes a hanging widow. Oh, wait. I forgot to get rid of the word. So far, so good. Worlds made of fire and magma are unnaturally hot, unnatural heat, extreme heat, extreme cold, unnatural cold. I feel like what I want to do is push this text down. Oh, for crap's sake. Where is my anchor? Pull my anchor up above the text we're going to modify so that it sits pretty and remains unchanged. So I pull the anchors up above the text that I'm modifying. So I can now drop this text and it leaves, and it's leaving these boxes alone, right? See, I can drop the text and it doesn't bother them now because they're anchored above where I am modifying the text placement. This one, however, I did not. I forgot to change the anchor on that one, and now it's getting shunted off the page. So let's grab our anchor. Ahoy. Bong bong. Bring it up to here. Two-ish. Ooh. Very good. Very good. Yeah, nope. Nope. Our line of scrimmage here, keeping an eye on our targeting. Phew. This is a lot cleaner, so I think we've already made an improvement here. Still not content with how that's jutting out. Let's grab this guy and drag him down to hell. This is my line of scrimmage here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. You can grab this and pull that down. We're going to align here, I believe, along the right edge of the page for this table. Nope, did not mean to do that. No, I did not. Nope. There you go. There-ish. Let's see. This I'll make this box transparent, like all this text over here as well, so it's indistinguishable. But right now I could actually get away with going to the format auto shape and then going to the border, color equals no color equals blip. Now it's blank. There you go. So let's do a quick evaluation since this is where we're at in the process. We can then go back to hiding and hiding the grid. So you can't tell it's white or not. It's just on a white background, so it's effectively invisible right now. Not happy about that little widow there for that present. I can do the same for this here as well. Border, but we'll keep the white. Can't tell. What am I looking at? The inhabitants included all result equal. The inhabitants include all results equal to and less than the number rolled. I love that. What a great sentence. Look at that ugly little. Fuck you, Widow. It's not a horrible design. It's just, oh god, that hanging there, it's so ugly. But I don't know what to do to get rid of it. Maybe first off, I'm going to save this as alternate random, and then I'm going to save again. (18-2) alternate random. There. Now we can mess around. So I'm not disappointed in this format compared to how it was when we started the process. I'm happy with it. It's they all look a little cluttery, which I'm not 100% thrilled with. And a big change in density from here to now packed in. Not thrilled with that. What if I did move? Okay, we're gonna give this one last go. My gut is starting to tell me that I am actually gonna punt this over to another page, and that the air quality and visibility are going to push down into this document here with the world temperature. It kind of feels like it's the same stuff. It's starting to feel more and more like that's how we're gonna go with this. So fuck it. We just created a new document anyway. So why don't we let's be bold, shall we? Just gonna push that text down, and then we're going to. God, I hate doing this. It's the most challenging thing to do, so that probably means it's the right thing to do. I'm already liking this decision more and more. Oh, fuck you. All right. Well, I have DMG already referenced as a viable, as an acceptable abbreviation inside this document, because we cited reference to abbreviation early, and this is an instance where pulling that out is useful. can get back in my lanes this way. That's good. Oh, yeah? What are the chances, huh? Son of a... Look at that. Look at that. It hits the right justification line perfectly, and... it's exactly on line here as well. That is insane. It's a step in the right direction, that's for sure. Spittable. What? Planes provide. Fuck. The lakes, forests, and plains. Forests, lakes. Lakes. The rivers, lakes, forests, and plains where there we go. Thesaurize that stuff. Yeah, okay. I'm good with that. It's still looking ugly. Okay, so that means that we get to shunt this down. Since this is on another page now, we don't have to worry about this. This is just basically our conclusion statement for the section. Get out of here, scallywag. Okay, well, this is simplifying the page a lot. I think this actually was the right decision. I'm really glad that we're doing this. So let's take this and just punch it down to the bottom of the page. Bam. Automatically is going to lock in because I have my guidelines out. What? All right, right now we're just pushing text around, which is what we should be doing right now. Where is your anchor? There it is. You can push that anchor up to the top of the page so it doesn't get screwed with anymore. Should be able to push this down now, and yeah, that stays in place. This is pushing all of this text down, which is causing all this text to get pushed down. That's okay. I'm gonna put a page break here. Oh yeah, it seems to have fucked something up. Let's grab these things. Pull them down to the next page. Whoa, wrong button. Grab that. Try that again. Good. Okay, we've just now opened up all this space on this page for us to drop different types of worlds and stuff into. So that'll be cool. One, two. I'm okay with that. It's extra work, but I'm honestly good with it. Is this where it's supposed to be? Nice. I don't know if this is entertaining anybody. Drop me a comment if you think this kind of work is cool. I know it's not very... compared to the Eberron cartography work that I do, this is not very popular. That is for certain. So here's my marker here. One, two, three. Four. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Nice. All right, we're back. We are back on frame with our mid-page gutter. No. No. Get out of there. Oh, that's why. I was hitting shift instead of control. That's why I was moving all wonky. There, that's good. Okay. Well, looks like this shit's kind of lining up. Instead, inhospitable worlds. Let's grab the inhabitant thing here. Oh yeah, that's truly where you're at, isn't it? God, that 16-point font is so elegant to line up on that line like that. I love that. I love that. Still feels cramped. It's muffin time, gonna die, die, die. Worlds made of fire and magma are automatically unnaturally hot, while worlds made of ice are automatically unnaturally cold. Dead and hospitable worlds. Rodent. Good. Yeah? Okay. Oh, this is the air quality. Huh, okay. Huh. I could, get this guy down here. Make sure I keep that anchor up here out of the way. Oh my gourd. out of control. Let's go over here. That would be a neat change of pace. I haven't really had many illustrations in the top left corner. I think this is the first page that I've had a top left corner illustration. No, I think it was like maybe 2 or 3. Like in the spell jamming section. Oh yeah, in the creature section. So there's a few instances of left-hand corner, upper left corner illustrations, but not a lot of them. Let's see. Let's see if we can make this pan out. Thank you. 3:30. Okay. So we got some time. See, I can just my entire day can just get destroyed by doing this stuff. This is one page. That's why it's taking so long for me to get the layouts done, because when I have full artistic control over what our illustrations are going to be on the page, then I can scrutinize specifically where I want text to sit to be able to frame whatever illustration it is I put on the page to help further the conversation about the topic of the page. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. So let's just scooch this over. This is probably the right. This is the way. It's not horrible. Ooh, okay. I'm kind of liking that. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Oh, yeah. I think it's gonna work. There we go. I have to change the language here a little bit to accommodate all moons. For the diameter of all moons in the ring. I didn't ask for that, thank you. Kind of asked for that. Okay, on the air quality table, below. Air visibility table, below. 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 Maybe this text fit. Don't hate this. I don't think I like that as much. I think I like it better centered. Yeah, I think that does look better. I could always shift this up here if I want to. If I want to create a space down here for some sort of image, and I could break up like a smaller image here and a smaller image here instead of, and with this in between, instead of having just one sprawling image. But there's so many different types of worlds that I could illustrate as just like little planets. Kind of like the space. But let's look at it anyway. What would that look like? Do I like it pushed over like that? Maybe we like it closer, hugging closer to it here, like that. You have just about something like that. So you have that border there, that's about 2.5. So that gives us a border here of 2.5. So they're orbiting the same way. But do I like it? I can also push it up here. I kind of like that. Because we're talking about parallelementals here in the first place. D4. D4, composition. So we can put worlds here, like air, earth, fire, water worlds here. And then we could even have parallelemental worlds here. And then down here, We could have like a ring or like an asteroid cluster or something. That could be fun. That's kind of cool. Why are you sitting so low on the page? There we go. That is kind of cool. Blank space, middle of the page is empty, blocked out by here in the middle of the page, empty, the middle of the page is open. It's kind of cool patterning. I like that. I could push this up to here if I wanted. I could push this down to there. I could push it either way. I like that being able to float. I want it, I think I do want it centered on the page though. Yeah, see now center on the page looks pretty. It's not bad. That is not bad. Just eyeballing what we're looking at. Okay. Yeah, I do not hate that. Feels a little crowded there though, doesn't it? It's nice space. Everything about here is spacious. It's unironically, I guess. I like that line there. I feel that feels nice. I like that chunk. How do I look now? How do you like me now? I think I like it. Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay. Yeah, I think this is gonna be, I think this is okay. Ugh. Nervals. Let's see if I can do that better. There we go. Irk. Just enough is enough. Distance from source, roll, result, temperature. Let's see, worlds made of fire and magma are unnaturally hot, while worlds made of ice are unnaturally cold by default. There we go. By default, worlds made of fire and magma are unnaturally hot, while worlds made of ice are unnaturally cold. There's a 75% chance these worlds are instead inhospitable worlds. Inhospitable worlds. Worlds of fire and magma deal The end of each round to creatures and objects are confined to the same scale of the world as monsters and 20. Are instead inhospitable. Period. Inhospitable. Only fire plants are inhospitable. You can tough out a life in the ice. Yeah, I think we're good with that. Okay, so I think okay. Do. Down to the bottom of the page. This is the job. I voluntarily signed up for this. go with... There. Right, so I don't hate it. Happy with this page. Happy with this page now. Happy with this page. Happy with this page. All these pages are good. I'm just getting such a same off of this, you know? Checking my stuff here real quick. Maybe, Not always what it seems. If you still believe, it's all you need. Oof. Okay. Okay. Me. Is this the line here? Yes, it is. Let's see, rolling a 20. Necessitates. Rolling a 20 indicates a reroll on the table. Is that okay? Yes, it is. Freaking fantastic. Verifying. Thank you. Sick. Fuck. Good enough. Yeah, okay. The chart can go out to there. Thank you. May have a small settlement. Delete. Oh, this is nice. Row. this row. Am I content with this? I don't know. Okay, so that's sticking. There. Example goes here, has a gap. Do I like that though? Yeah, I don't know. Don't know if I like that. I don't hate it. Put a planet sample here from Nadia. Another example here. I think I'm okay with this. Nope. It's not so horrible. It's not bad. quality of air and water for creatures native to the world is the quality of air and water for creatures native to the world are considered quality of and are quality. The quality of air and water for creatures native to the world are considered fresh. Automatically considered fresh. No, do we have automatically? Were we able to integrate automatically up above? That's a temperature thing. There we go. By default, that's the language we established. By default, the quality of air and water for creatures native to the world are automatically considered fresh. There, that's good. Checking my lines. I think that's where we're at for now. All right, I think that's good for now. That is officially locking down the first 82 pages of 107. So that means we only have but 25 pages of Light-as-Araxis to resolve. Oh, man. I think, and then, well, 24, and then we have the advertising page that we do at the back of the book, which both Joseph and Adam, Joseph Varga, Ukulele Bard, he's my co-writer for this, helping me with the math and mechanics and common sense as sort of as much of a writer as a mechanical development editor. So it's critical, absolutely critical, to have more eyes on the piece than your own, especially in the development phase. So, but I am happy with the results, and it's 4:41 here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stop stream for now. I'm going to be back in the morning in about 13 and a half hours, and we're going to start doing color for all the Light-as-Araxis NPC tokens that we've been building in the mornings for the past few weeks. There's close to 40 of them. So we're going to try to slam some flats in on them just throughout the document, get flat line art, get flat color in as many of them as we can. And then we'll go back through and probably do some cell shading and then some gradient shading on top of that. So stay tuned for that. We're going to start processing. Yeah, we're going to start processing the front end of this book, and we're going to let the appendix for converting Light-as-Araxis, we're going to let that steep for a little bit. But I've got ship tokens I still have some ship tokens to modify with the weapon upgrades that we've been working on Saturday mornings, and we have the NPC tokens to work on. So I might be flip-flopping between the two of them. I'm not sure how I'm going to pan that out. But I got the NPC tokens I got to resolve for the Light-as-Araxis. I got the ship tokens I got to resolve for the Light-as-Araxis, as well as the front end of the book for the table, for the ship table. I need to have all the ship tokens ready. Still work in progress. So pretty exciting. All right. Hot damn. We got ourselves a product, man. We're gonna be transitioning into page backgrounds, like texture, color, and stuff like that here pretty shortly. Yeah. God damn. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm just kind of reveling in a job well done. So I'll go ahead and shut down stream here in a moment, and I will pick it back up in the morning. Thank you. Wow, what a monster. What a monster of a document. I am excited, guys. All right, that's it. We're going to go ahead and shut down stream. I will see you guys in about 13 hours. I hope you had a great time. You're welcome to ask me any questions in the comment down below. Reach out to me on Twitter at Phil Kearney. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to get more notifications, as well as follow me on Twitter at Phil Kearney to get notifications for when I go live. You're welcome to reach out to me here in comments, DM me, or say hey on Twitter. Or if you know where I hide out on Discord, you're welcome to ping me through DM or just strike up a conversation. So I will see you guys on the other side. Thanks a lot.